Hey, what's up, guys? So this is a gameplay trailer that I have to watch and show you guys. So it's Marvel's Wolverine, and I mean Wolverine. When I was growing up, and the first time I ever saw X-Men, there were several X-Men characters that I really liked. And they were Wolverine, Cyclops, Magneto, and oh crap, oh crap, Gambit. So basically, when I saw X-Men Origins movie, there were so many like characters on there that I really liked. But Wolverine will always have a special place in my heart. And Hugh Jackman, no one can be Wolverine besides Hugh Jackman. And for Wolverine games, I did have a man. It's been so long. I did have a Wolverine game that was on my PSP when I was younger. I forgot what it was called, but it focused on the Wolverine Origins storyline with Colonel Stryker and the team, the task force and everything, and I really loved it. Wolverine game was amazing, so I'm really excited to check out the gameplay trailer. So without anything else, let's just jump right into it. Whoa! Oh, and he's got the yellow suit, by the way.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Damn. Who is that, by the way? Who he just killed, I mean. Princess?
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. That trouble just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying. Doesn't matter where I go.
Oh, nice.
How far I run.
Who is that?
Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Oh, nice line. Mystique?
Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
I'm no hero, I'm Wolverine. Oh, is that a Sentinel? Fall 2026. Okay, so now we took a look at the gameplay trailer. Now we're gonna actually check out. It's behind the claws, so I guess we're gonna see behind the scenes how it's created. Maybe the voice actor, the producer, and everything. So let's take a look.
The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games is, are you going to make a Wolverine game that is as violent, as visceral as the character in the comics?
Guess that answers the question. By the way, if I remember, Insomniac Games is actually one of the companies that I've been following for a while now, because the first game I ever played from them was Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 2. So that was years ago.
Working with Wolverine is interesting because part of the route to who he is that he's an unreliable narrator. He has gaps in his memory. So Wolverine doesn't really remember a lot of his life, and that's got to be an extremely frustrating aspect.
He's this ball of rage and fury, but then he could turn on a dime and he could be very...
Oh, wait. Okay, now I'm looking at it like this. It actually, if I remember correctly, I think this character, his name is Omega Red or something like that, if I remember correctly. So
this ball of rage and fury, but then he could turn on a dime and
producer,
he could be very, very kind and tender in the next moment.
When we're casting for someone like Logan, what we're looking for in character traits are someone who can convey a lot with very little being spoken.
When you have that
Hugh Jackman.
first moment that we show in gameplay, there's so much emotion that you can feel behind his eyes. He looks relentless, he looks gritty, he looks angry, but also he looks maybe a little sad.
That level of acting and being able to just deliver that performance with believability across both spectrums was something Insomniac, ourselves, we all agreed he's the one. We don't need to see anybody else.
Hey, I'm Liam McIntyre, and I play James Logan Howlett in Marvel's Wolverine. That's not bad. That one sort of works.
He kind of looks familiar. I'm really sorry, guys. If he's like extremely well known, I do apologize. But the name and the face does look familiar, but I just forgot where I've seen him before. If you guys happen to know like some of his works, like movies, things like that, please put down in the comments below, please.
Fans out there know what Wolverine is, who he is. My job is to try and find the essence of who Wolverine is, especially as he applies to our story. People hurt him, people take from him, people betray him. He still fights for people who can't fight for themselves. It's one of the greatest honors of my life, one of the biggest responsibilities I've ever had, and one of the coolest things I've ever got to do.
The entire game is built around staying true to the Wolverine experience.
And then how do we want to put our Insomniac stamp on that? How do we want to put our own spin and creativity, but still give something new and fresh the fans are going to be excited about?
It's the full package. It is a level of detail that we've never been able to do before.
You could see it in the trailer. You can see pores. You can see blood in between the little lines of his teeth. I love the attention to detail.
It's exciting that
Yeah, it
we're going to be
looks
able
great.
to bring that kind of fidelity to players.
Wolverine is a character who goes to many places through the comics.
You'll see the Canadian wilderness, you'll see Japan.
There's a shot where Logan is sliding down that rooftop and you can see the breadth of Madripoor in Lowtown.
Oh,
It's
that's
always nice
Madripoor.
teasing the depth and the amount of characters that we'll be seeing in the game. Omega Red makes an appearance, Mystique
It is.
there, and there are some hints to other characters that fans of Wolverine will recognize for sure.
Another visual element of Marvel's Wolverine is the blood. The blood tech that was put into this game is pretty phenomenal.
There's a part in the trailer where Logan jumps down and then he does the claws up through the face. That one I thought maybe was going to be taking it too far, but I am so glad that we have it. It looks fantastic.
Wolverine's combat, making that special, making that feel like him, making it feel different to anything else you've played, that's a tough job. What's so cool for me is there was this one section of the game I got to try.
So if we get to see Mystique, I wonder if any of the other Brotherhood members are going to be in it, like Magneto, Sabretooth, maybe Toad, and if any of the other X-Men are going to be in there, like, he has a soft spot for Rogue, or maybe Cyclops, Storm, Jean, who knows?
It was just visceral, immediate, and so incredibly satisfying, and I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
We're pretty excited about the artwork that we're using on the cover. It's dynamic, it's rough-edged.
You notice it doesn't look like our past games. It has a sense of urgency and forward movement and rage and fury, and that's Wolverine.
One of the cool things about Insomniac is they are probably the most collaborative group of people I have ever worked with. They make you feel part of their team. That's not something you always get.
We've been in a creative collaboration with Insomniac Games and PlayStation for over a decade now. We've made some of the greatest superhero games of all time, and that was always the goal, making games.
I haven't played Spider-Man yet, one or two, but I do have them, so sooner or later.
Games that are timeless.
I think fans are going to be excited, but I'm also really excited about it because I'm really proud of what we made. We are focused on making the best Wolverine game ever.
On behalf of everyone at Insomniac Games and the Wolverine team especially, we want to thank you for taking time to watch our trailer. We can't wait to show you more in spring of 2026.
Wait, he said spring? Oh, more spring 2026.
PlayStation.
Okay, so that was really cool to see behind the scenes. It's great to see from Insomniac again. Like I said, first game I've played from them was Ratchet and Clank on PlayStation 2. And I'm glad I watched this because now I recognize a few characters like Omega Red, because I don't know, just from the angle in the trailer, I was going like, wait, who's that again? but I know Omega Red by name and just like his looks, but I forgot his story, his abilities, and things like that. And also Liam McIntyre, so far, he really does look like he captured the aspect, the look of Wolverine. But like I said, might as well just hire Hugh Jackman. But then again, he'd probably be too expensive. But for me personally, like I said, no one can be Wolverine except for Hugh Jackman. And as for the enemy that Wolverine has been killing, it kind of looks like some sort of like cyborg PMCs, because they kind of look like private military or some sort of mercenary gang. And besides that, I'm really looking forward to the game, and it looks like they're doing an amazing job taking their time, attention to detail, so that is amazing to see. So I am really looking forward to the final product of Marines Wolverine and seeing how amazing it will look and how great the story is going to be. So besides that, that's all I got for today, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that notification bell so you know when to drop another video. And also shout out to all my members, subscribers, viewers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I really do appreciate it. So without anything else, see you guys next time.